Across the multiverse, all peoples are the same. They think that knowledge and power can only help them. But knowledge is treacherous, and power is by nature destructive. Ambition will one day open a pathway to your will, and the armies of my Chronarch Imperium will enter.
G'day, ZiggyD here and welcome to ChronoBlade. That cool little teaser trailer you've just finished watching comes courtesy of ChronoBlade's developers, Enway Games. It was made to coincide with the announcement that the game has entered its final round of closed beta, and that within a month the game will switch over to its public open beta. To sweeten the deal, any progress made on your characters in this round of closed beta will not be wiped during the transition either. So, for those of you who aren't yet familiar with ChronoBlade, the game is a brand new indie-developed action RPG brawler. It draws inspiration for its combat from classic brawlers like Streets of Rage, and features a loot and character progression system very similar to Diablo 2 and the Torchlight series. This is no coincidence either, as Stieg Hedlund, one of the lead developers on Diablo 2, is a part of the team working on ChronoBlade. You can find a link to an interview I did with Stieg and a couple of the other lead devs in the annotations and in the description below. ChronoBlade is currently a browser-based game hosted on Facebook, and the developers also plan to release it on mobile devices in the future. For a game released on a relatively casual platform, it has a lot of depth for the hardcore player who is looking to kill some time. The combat controls are tight and responsive, which is necessary as well because you have to deal with environmental dangers, varied enemy attacks, and area damage over time effects, all the while attempting to string together combos to boost your score. In addition to this, you have a decent amount of depth in the way you can gear your character and the skills you can choose. However, what has really sealed the deal for me on this game is that in just 1 month they've added a huge amount of content, depth, and challenge to the game. Last patch the game was satisfying to play, but didn't really have a lot of choice in gearing, and the enemies were borderline easy. Less than a month later though, the devs have added elite versions of the enemies with elemental effects, treasure goblins, much harder bosses, more environmental dangers, and have greatly enhanced the control you have over your character. They've also greatly improved the flexibility of additional stats on gear to make the loot system much more satisfying. A good core game is important, but developers that show off how they can respond to feedback and improve things is what makes a game a long-term winner in my books. So as I mentioned earlier, the game is still in closed beta, but since there are no wipes coming up, you can potentially get a big head start on leveling if you happen to have a beta key. Luckily, I have almost 300 to give away to you guys. Now please don't just spam the comments asking for a key, that's kind of what happened last time. I'm only one guy and I'll be giving them out manually, so I need a little bit of order. If you'd like a key, please send me a direct message over on my Facebook, ZiggyD TV. There'll be a link in the description below. I'll send them out as soon as I can. One last thing, if you're interested in seeing more of the game, be sure to check out my ChronoBlade playlist here on YouTube. I have a few videos up there already, but I'll be making plenty more guides and gameplay commentaries for the game as I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.